fine. Just go to sleep. Go to sleep. Just go to sleep.
Just go to sleep.
Can you take care of baby? I don't want to. I feel hopeless. I'm so stupid.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to talk about it anymore. I'm so tired. I'm mentally tired.
Having a fucking headache.
Just go to bed. Just go. Yes, just go. Yes, it's gonna be okay. Just go. Yes, I'll be okay. Just go. What? Look at the ceiling. No. I don't want to. Because I've been talking about myself.
Hello. Oh my fucking god, this bitch. She won't stop crying and I'm trying to sleep.
Just go to sleep. I told you.
Mm.
Hey, just go.
Shut up. Okay.
Okay. I don't even know how I get these kind of followers. Like, what do you mean? I have a person with 100,000. I don't even think my vids are good compared to theirs. But thank you guys for the support. Anyway, also,
we have to wait.
My mother called me. My mother called me on a Tuesday afternoon crying. My mother called.
I have a lot of. All right, we have a lot of work to get done in a not long time to do it.
Watched my stream.
Fried chicken, white rice, macaroni and cheese, a slice of cake.
If Ring Around the Rosie is a nursery rhyme about the bubonic plague, then I say we get to work on a COVID-19 nursery rhyme for kids to creepily sing for generations to come. We'll call it 6 Feet from Grandma's House. On the surface, it's about visiting Grandma, but you know. Daddy's at the food store, Mummy's out of town. She's working at the hospital since Rona came to town. Hide away, Miss Rona's come to town. Hide away, she's coming to take us down. Miss Rona's at the doorstep, I'll keep 6 feet away. But Grandma needs the paper, I'll take her some today. Hideaway, Miss Rona's come to stay. Hideaway, we can't come out to play. But Grandma needs the paper, I'll take her some today. And here's a note from Rona, she wanted me to say, Hideaway, keep 6 feet away. Hideaway, she took us down today. If ring around the
We made it through the Ice Age, the plague and 2 world wars, but now we're facing doom with computers in the hands of dinosaurs. Feel the doom impending, cause stupidity is
This lady has been living in a lake for 25 years, earning her the name of the Indian Mermaid. Some people of her village believe she's a supernatural spirit who's living among humans. Her family...
No, because I actually like Googled it and then I put it in my notes. My friend said I freaking copy pasted it, even though I have it in my notes. Look. See how there's like kind of like more spaces? Google doesn't do that well.
Hey there, I heard you had COVID. Hey there. Oh, don't worry about it. I've had it 5 times already this month. I've had it 5 times already. Oh, so you got a little bit of the bubonic plague. Oh, so you got a little bit of the bubonic plague. My kid has that. It's really going around. My kid has that. Probably get it eventually.
Hey, can you listen to your heart and tell me what it sounds like? Listen to your heart and tell me what it sounds like?
Hey.
Fresh. I ate some Limburger cheese earlier. It stank up the canister. You really are an angel, Diane. You really are an angel, Diane. Letting me go when I left droppings in your house and killed your husband with the bubonic plague. I'll never forget you, and I'll never forget you.
You say this will cure me. What is this? A Baja. You say this will cure me. You say this will cure me. Winter air and mountain rain combining. This icy force both foul and...
You started the bubonic plague? Huh? You think that's funny? What the fuck, man? Fuck you! You're a sick fuck, man.
Look, I liked your story, but I think it's best if you leave.
Yeah, that's right. Leave, motherfucker. Plague starter. Go to hell, dude. Fuck you. Guys, come on. Can we all say a prayer for the victims of the plague, please? Heavenly Father, we ask for your mercy and grace for the 25 million plague victims. You started the bubonic...
Want to see a magic trick? Oh no!
Where'd it go? Where'd it go? Is it here? No. Not here. There it is. There it is. Well, it doesn't look anything like a nose.
That wasn't there this morning. That wasn't there this morning.
Worst times to be alive in history. 536 AD. 536 A volcanic eruption blocked the sun for a year. Volcanic eruption blocked the sun for a year. 1816. 1816. It was the year without a summer. It was the year without a summer. 1918. 1918. The Spanish flu wiped out millions of people. The Spanish flu wiped out millions of people. 2020. 2020. Millions died, and there was a global lockdown. 1347. 1347. Millions died from the bubonic plague. Millions died from the bubonic plague. The 7-year tribulation. The 7-year tribulation. The Antichrist will rule. And
could you imagine the first person that just got a normal fever in the middle of the bubonic plague? How would that go down? I'm just saying. Man, yeah, it's crazy. Yeah, it's crazy. Yeah. Shit, I'm gonna die! Why did everybody else die except for him? That's not my bad.
The Mongol soldiers loaded catapults with dead bodies and hurled them over the walls of the fortress in 1346. You see, when the Mongols wanted to capture the trading port of Kaffa, the bubonic plague struck their camps, killing hundreds of Mongols within days. In complete desperation, they started throwing the bodies of their dead comrades over the walls of the enemy's fortress, which caused the plague to spread inside the city. And when the surviving merchants escaped on ships, they took the plague with them. So while the Mongols successfully conquered the city, the bubonic plague killed 60% of Europe's population within the next 5 years. The Mongol soldiers loaded catapults with dead bodies.
It's the plague gonna kill you in a few days. A pandemic so severe, Black Death caused such horror and fear, and there ain't no cure for that, girl. You'll be dead in no time flat, girl. You get acronecrosis from the Yersinia pestis, and it makes your tongue a black girl. Gonna bury you out and back, girl. Started in China, don't know how, but the Mongols use biological warfare. At Kaffa, hurled plague corpses at the Genoese. The Italians fled back to Sicily, and in 1347, Black Death set a load to Europe in the form of infected fleas. From port cities along trade roads, buboes swelling in the nose, and it spread real fast like that, girl.
Bubonic plague, Black Death. The bubonic plague is the most common form of plague caused by the bite of an infected flea. If you were a medieval peasant back in Europe, you'd stand a 2 out of 3 chance of being among the 200 million it killed. An annoying rat would take a nap on your straw bed, and within a week you'd be the new victim of the Black Death as you experienced extremely excruciating symptoms including high fever, painful swollen lymph nodes, and severe fatigue. Without antibiotics.
What's one educational song that you learned in school that still randomly pops?
I'm coughing because I have the bubonic plague.
COVID-19, more like.
I'm coughing because I have the bubonic plague.
Oh my God, someone in California tested positive for the bubonic plague. We're cooked.
No, we are not actually. The plague is literally curable with antibiotics. And the plague didn't make a comeback. It was here for a very low. So don't really fear over it, and you have a high chance of surviving it too.
Oh my God, someone in California.
Oh, guess what? Now we have to worry about the plague. not just any plague, the bubonic plague that killed many people years ago. A lady from California, she went to Lake Tahoe, got bit by a tick, a flea, and the flea gave her the bubonic plague. She's at home recovering. She's perfectly fine. I feel like someone opened up that chest in The Mummy where they said it is cursed, and they still.
Feel like a femme queen. Feel like a femme queen. Feel like my makeup. Feel like a femme queen. Feel like the cunt. Feel so pussy. Feel like a femme queen. Feel like a femme queen.
Do you know how the Black Plague actually started? Because I promise it's not what you think. Let's talk about it. You might have learned that in the 1300s, the bubonic plague was started by rats. There were rats everywhere, but why were there so many rats? Because there was a cat shortage, and we know that cats eat rats, circle of life, but why was there a cat shortage? Because Pope Gregory IX said that cats bore Satan's spirit, causing a mass extinction of cats. But why did he think they bore Satan's spirit? Because they're linked to witches. For perspective, women used to get accused of being a witch for knowing things like how to read or being a midwife. Plague that killed 200 million people, lasted.
Who remembers waking up to the sunlight shining on your face and the strong smell of goat shit burning your nostrils?
I'ma show you something you ain't never seen. When I touch down.
In your feverish state, you see a strange-looking man approach, his face obscured by a beak-like mask, his body covered from head to toe. He examines you, and even without seeing his face, you know the diagnosis. You have the plague.
Are the Lupibus from Bubonic Plague the same person? No. Toffee and Chestnut are from the Pop Mart Collectible Series Exciting Macaron.
Respectfully. Oh, that's my shit. All the girls want to see like.
If I was alive during the 1300s, I would not have contracted the bubonic plague. First of all, but however, if I did somehow contract the bubonic plague, I would not have perished from it. Like, if you contracted the bubonic plague, you were just immediately like, okay, start digging the grave. Like, it's over for you, bro. You're a cadaver. But me personally, I would not have perished from the bubonic plague. I just wouldn't. I simply would not, okay? So they would, like, isolate me or whatever, and they'd be like, okay, she's due for, like, 5 days, you know, it's over. They would check up on me in 5 days expecting to find a corpse, and then they would see me sitting, and they were, like, perfectly fine. And then they realized, oh, she survived. And then they would, like, wonder, oh, what's so special about it? Like, everyone has perished from this disease. What's so special?
Mommy's sick. Yeah. Okay.
Here's why I'd never swim at Lake Tahoe. First of all, it has the fucking plague. Yes, the actual Black Death. The bubonic plague that killed 25 million people.
Back when the bubonic plague was at its peak and people were just dying of sickness, could you imagine the first person that just...
It was the late 1940s. A young Betty was bound to her iron lung while she recovered from several diseases.
without.
The tick bit her and eventually caused her to get Lyme disease, which got worse over time. Years later, she was so sick she could hardly get out of bed. Then one day, while outside, a swarm of bees attacked, stinging her dozens of times. At first, she thought the venom would kill her, but over the next few days, her Lyme disease symptoms started to go away. Scientists think the bee venom destroyed the bacteria, as the woman slowly got her health back. The tick bit her.
You live a very filthy life.
What do you mean the Black Plague? A virus that wiped out half of humanity over 700 years ago?
It's spinning the block again.
I'm low-key mad excited though, because as soon as Balenciaga drops them Plague Dr. Fits,
I am copying, bruh.
These niggas' swag is unmatched to anything we've ever seen before.
Did you know there's a disease that traps you inside your own body while you slowly die smiling? In 1853, a farmer named Thomas Mitchell stepped on a rusty nail while working his fields in rural England. It seemed like nothing. Just a small puncture wound that barely bled. But deep in that dirty metal, tetanus bacteria had been waiting for decades.
And admit you're in danger.
Who are you talking to right now?
And admit you're in danger.
Fried chicken, white rice, macaroni and cheese, a slice of cake.
And call a CDC. Tell them what? That we have a patient with the plague. The Black Plague? Looks that way.
Plague's carried by rodents, not dogs.
Where there's dogs, there's fleas. If they hail from the southwest, and those fleas can't tell the difference between prairie dogs and puppy dogs. A small percentage of plague cases present with sleep disturbance. Imagine an idyllic river of bacteria. Okay, it's not idyllic for her, but it serves my purposes. The steroids and the immunosuppressants acted like a big honking dam across the river. Physics 101, put a dam up in front of a raging river, the river rises. By stopping the immunosuppressants, we blew up the dam, and a 100-foot wall of bacteria flooded her lymph nodes. We better find out where that dog is now. After you restart the immunosuppressants and fill her up to the eyeballs with streptomycin, sulfate, gentamicin, and tetracycline. Use a garden hose if we've got one. Get yourself some prophylactic treatments as well.
I've got the plague.
Don't worry, it's treatable. Being a bitch, though, nothing we...
Fried chicken, white rice, macaroni and cheese, a slice of cake.
Fun fact, even though the Mongolian, Chinese, and Russian governments constantly warn people not to hunt or eat Mongolian marmots because they cause the bubonic plague, every year someone doesn't listen, eats a marmot, and dies of the bubonic plague. Consuming raw marmot meat and kidneys is a traditional folk remedy for good health, and people don't listen to the government warnings, eat raw marmot meat and kidneys for good health, and end up dying of the bubonic plague, which causes 6-day citywide quarantines in local areas to ensure that
Do you know what this is? A lot of people think this is a Venetian mask. It is what doctors would have worn during the bubonic plague. It was invented in the 17th century. People thought that disease was spread by this thing called miasma, which are little particles in the air. They're sort of associated with bad smells. If something smells bad, it's probably not good for you, is what they thought. What you would do is you would put sweet-smelling herbs into the beak, and so you would be smelling this in. It would protect you from those evil miasma. There's a lot of illustrations of the plague doctor, and he would have been wearing hats, he would have been wearing a cape, leather gloves, like sort of just protecting himself.
Imagine that's the last thing you see before you die.
Childhood rhymes that were actually about historical disasters. Ring Around the Rosie was never just a children's song. It was about the bubonic plague that killed millions across Europe in the 14th century. The ring around the rosy described the red circular rash on victims' skin. A pocket full of posies referred to flowers people carried to mask the stench of rotting flesh. And ashes, ashes, we all fall down symbolized the mass cremation of plague corpses. An eerie reminder of the death that swept entire...
She don't find me bad, boo. 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 She don't find...